You know, for a long time, I have been thinking and making videos about the fact that the problems we experience in this nation politically are problems that can be fixed locally. That they may be caused at the federal level, bad monetary policy, bad foreign policy, but they are controlled really just when you get down to it at the local level. If we wanted to, and there is a movement growing to assert state sovereignty, and I'll talk about that in a minute, but if we wanted to, we could control everything from just our local county board of supervisors. But we've forgotten that. See, the picture behind me is a depiction of the Sons of Liberty tar and feathering a British loyalist. If you look close, you can see them throwing the tea into the harbor right here. The tea that was taxed at, I don't know, somewhere around 3%. Oh man, that'd be rough. They were mad about that. And that's just funny because we got way more taxes than that on everything. So we can control things from the local level. Now there's a movement going throughout the nation called the 10th Amendment resolution movement, I guess you call it. There's a website called 10thamendmentcenter.com that's got some information, states that have done it, and how to contact your local representative locally, your state representative, not your state representative in the federal government, but your state House of Delegates, state Senate, whatever they call it. Here in Virginia, they have the state Senate and the House of Delegates. So people are introducing, legislators are introducing this amendment, which basically exercises the 10th Amendment of the Constitution. See, a lot of what the government does is unconstitutional. They don't have the authority to do it. They don't have the authority to give the Federal Reserve power to make fake money. The Constitution actually says gold and silver. It doesn't matter that they passed a resolution to say, okay, Federal Reserve's good. They didn't amend the Constitution. So what they're doing is illegal. And the same is true of a lot of things. Drug laws. Drug laws, there's nothing in the Constitution that says that the federal government can make laws regarding drug use. Now, there's plenty of right, I think, at the state level to let the states do that, because what the 10th Amendment says, anything not specifically specifically enumerated here in the Constitution, powers for the federal government, is automatically delegated to the states. So if it doesn't say, federal government, you can do this, then the states have that right. But we've forgotten that. And that's why we're in the mess we're in right now. This is because we've let them steal our republic, replace it with some pseudo-democracy, and it's time we start taking it back. There's a couple ways. This is one. I'm going to read something to you. It's a quote from James Madison, and it's regarding the 10th Amendment, really. The powers delegated to the federal government are few and defined. Those which are to remain in the state governments are numerous and indefinite. The former will be exercised principally on external objects such as war, peace, negotiation, and foreign commerce. The powers reserved to the several states will extend to all the objects which, in the ordinary course of affairs, concern the lives, liberties, and the properties of the people. So, it was always intended by the framers of the Constitution and the founders of this nation that rights would be held with the people. The whole thing starts with we the people. And we keep forgetting history. And that really is, that it continues to amaze me even though I see it time and again. One of the other things you can do is get up off your butt. And I'm serious about this. Now, if you look like a crazy anarchist, you're probably not going to get elected. If you look like just average Joe, whoever, you have a good chance at doing that. Now, it depends on a couple things. It depends on the status of your local party, whether it's a Libertarian Constitution Party, a Republican Party. Now what I mean by that is, what is the status of their views on liberty and freedom and the Constitution? So you need to figure that out, and then you need to run for office. You need to run for city council, school board, mayor, county board of supervisors, state offices, in the local level, your state, not federal. And once we have enough of us here doing that, I'm going to run. I've already been approached, and I'm going to do it. You need to do it. And if not that, then you need to work on the leadership in your local party and take over, and so that we can have some real people that care about states' rights going on, in office.